Tech stocks are taking a beating, and it's not just a minor blip on the radar. The latest bout of volatility has entered its second day, with chipmakers in South Korea feeling the worst of it. This matters because the tech sector has been a major driver of market growth in recent years, so when it stumbles, investors take notice. The selling spree has also had a ripple effect on other assets, with the dollar falling and treasuries wavering ahead of the highly anticipated June U.S. payrolls report. This report is crucial because it will provide insight into the state of the U.S. labor market, which in turn will influence the Federal Reserve's decision on interest rates. The implications of the payrolls report are far-reaching, and that's why investors are on high alert. A strong jobs report could lead to higher interest rates, which would strengthen the dollar, while a weaker report could have the opposite effect. This uncertainty is contributing to the market volatility we're seeing, and it's essential for investors to stay informed to make informed decisions. Moving on, let's turn our attention to India, where a major IPO is set to launch in July. SBI Funds Management Limited is gearing up to raise up to $1.2 billion, which will be a significant test of investor demand ahead of a busy pipeline of billion-dollar listings in the country. This IPO is a big deal because it will provide a gauge of investor appetite for Indian stocks, which have been on a tear in recent years. A successful listing could pave the way for other companies to follow suit, while a disappointing outcome could raise concerns about the health of the Indian market. The fact that SBI Funds is a well-established player in the Indian financial sector adds to the significance of this IPO. As we continue to navigate the complex world of finance, it's interesting to note that not everyone is convinced that the US dollar will continue to strengthen. Currency strategists at Morgan Stanley, Credit Agricole, and TD Securities are among those challenging the consensus view, citing various factors that could lead to a reversal of fortunes for the greenback. This contrarian view is worth paying attention to because it highlights the complexities of the currency market, where multiple factors are at play. The dollar's strength or weakness has significant implications for global trade, investment, and economic growth, so it's essential to consider different perspectives when making investment decisions. In other news, the yen has staged a sharp rally against the dollar, and according to Alicia Garcia Herrero, chief APAC economist at Natixis, this move may not be entirely driven by market forces. She suggests that Japan may have already intervened in currency markets to prop up its currency, which is a fascinating development that could have far-reaching implications for the global currency market. This potential intervention is a reminder that central banks and governments often play a significant role in shaping currency markets, and investors need to be aware of these dynamics to make informed decisions. Finally, in a sign of the growing enthusiasm for defense-related technologies, German drone startup Quantum Systems has raised $1.2 billion in a funding round, more than doubling its valuation to about $8 billion. This is a significant development because it highlights the growing interest in technologies that have both military and civilian applications, and it's likely that we'll see more investment flowing into this space in the coming years. As we wrap up today's episode, tune in tomorrow to find out how the U.S. payrolls report will shake up the markets.